Hey everybody. So this is probably my very first video. Something I've been thinking about doing for a while, but timing finally felt right. Um, some synchronicities earlier this week also just compelled me to create this video and share an experience that I had this past Saturday, and maybe it'll help somebody else out. So let me set the stage here a bit, give you a little context for what I'm about to walk you through. Um, a couple weeks ago, started using cannabis again to tap in. I had taken a break for a while, but um, but it started up again, and I use it as like a meditation aid. Like I said, to tap in, go deep, and see what comes up. And the last couple weeks since I started doing it again, almost without fail, I have a major clearing where something kind of like activation or something comes up. But yeah, it's almost every time. So this Saturday, I was working outside. I had taken my first hit of the day, and again went to go work outside and set the intention to skip the headphones, skip listening to music, and just uh, try to keep my mind clear while I was working, and you know listen for guides or for anything out there that might come up. So I just got started working, and all of a sudden, a familiar kind of like how my guide sounds to me, a familiar voice, or it's usually my voice, but a familiar feeling. This voice comes to me, and I hear the words "boss level," and uh, so it took me a minute. I'm like, okay, boss level, and in a just a couple days before that, I had a session where my guys were telling me that I got this feeling that they were very happy that I or we or we're about to um, cross like a major. They they showed me like a gate, but not something like you're locked out. You cross through a gate and something you're locked out. You can't go back. It's just like it's like a major um, milestone where once you pass through it, you don't have to go back. So this is where my mind went. After I had a minute to think about boss level, I was like, oh, okay, so maybe that's what they're talking about. And I thought they're going to elaborate on that, but it wasn't. It was just boss level. Um, so in gaming terms, boss level, it's like you work through something and then you get to like that very end where it's going to test your skills and it's really difficult. And once you get past it, then you've unlocked the next section of the map. And you can always go back and replay it if you want to, but you don't have to like that game data is saved now. And so once you pass that boss level, you don't have to go back and repeat it. Anyways, um, so yeah, I heard boss level, and then that was it. Um, another 30 minutes, hour goes by, and all of a sudden I get a very clear voice in my head. Now it's my voice, but it's talking to me like I don't know if I'm going to explain this correctly, but it's loud. It it sounds like you, but you just know it's not you. And it's coming in loud and clear. And so it obviously grabbed my attention, and I kind of stopped what I was doing and just listened, gave it my attention. And I don't know how it really came in, but I just remember one of the first things it was this voice was saying to me was, this is uh, this is telepathy. Um, it sounds like your voice because it's using your voice, but it's trying to like, so I, calm. I don't know. So I'm like, it started off pretty calm. This is telepathy and so forth. Okay. Um, like again, I'm kind of like I'm listening. Um, but the message that followed came in just really fast and really strong. Like it had this emotional, like this energy to it, and yeah, it came in really fast, really strong, and it was telling me like they're coming, get out, go, like run, get out of here, they're coming for you. And I was immediately just kind of in a fight or flight, and I started panicking, um, because I was getting like this sensation, and those words were coming through, and I it's hard to, sorry, give me a minute, because it's like everything happened instantaneously, but there's like a sequence of things that I can piece together, like things that happen, but it happened really fast. Um, and so yeah, I'm getting this sense of like just dread, and paranoia now. And I had this like epiphany that, like, holy shit, this is what schizophrenia is. Not that I was scared that I was schizophrenic, but now I had this experience and I could empathize with someone who has schizophrenia. Like I felt like I just experienced what someone who was diagnosed with schizophrenia has, where it's just this sense of paranoia, and then like just this voice, like where it sounds like your voice telling you, trying to convince you that like this impending doom is right at your doorstep. Um, and so it kept going, like, they're coming, get out of here, go. And but after that, after I had that, like that little epiphany, and I kind of snapped to, and I snapped out of my uh, that flight response, and I just stopped, and it like and I just said no to it. I said, hold up, this isn't. I've heard this before. I've had that little voice in your side of your head before, and it said the same thing. And so now I'm like, now I'm like, it's a fucking test. Um, so I'm like, hold up. I've heard this before. There's nobody coming. Every time I hear this, there's nobody there. And so I immediately just recognize it as an attack. Maybe not immediately, but like I said, it all happened really fast. It's like I just got hit with a sucker punch, full on panic, had that epiphany, took a step back, recognized that it was an attack, and it almost like instinctually just went and started broadcasting my light, like standing firm in my light, and then just letting it shine like as hard as I possibly could. Which is something I've been practicing. That's probably a whole other topic. But I hear about people getting like attacked in dreams and so forth, and that's something I've been working on. Like every time I have an encounter, or I kind of get blindsided by somebody creeping in. So, it could be a thought or whatever, but sometimes it's, especially in dreams, it's like an entity, and like a figure in a dream. Anyways, like I said, that's probably a whole other topic, but I just want to make a point to say that it's something that I've been working at. So I went into like light mode, and I just started shining my light. Um, and as soon as I started doing that, I heard these words. Now these weren't this, it was a different voice. Like it was like a voice coming to me, like, but this felt more me than what I'd just been dealing with and or introduced to. So this is I think the really important part, and why I want to make this video, or not so much the experience as the words that came to me. So in that moment, I'm shining my light, and I hear the words, "Wherever I am, there I am. Let them come to me." And now the last part was because of what I was being told, but the first part of it, "Wherever I am, there I am. Let them come to me." And it was just like it was a declaration that went along with the this light that I was like just pushing with all my intention. Um, Here's the thing though, the minute I said those words, it was like this whiplash effect. Like the it's like all the energy that had been directed at me was coming at me, and I was like a rubber band, and I was just like pulling it back, and then I just slingshotted it right back straight at it. So it's just like this rush. Like I was just, it went from, this feeling like, of like when you're scared and you're and like now it's like pushing in, there's pressure. It felt like that. And then I'm just like, I started pushing back, and I was making some momentum. But the minute those words came through, it's just like it broke. And all that energy just went straight back. And, and I was just like instantly at peace. And even now, like in the days that follow, like a lot of anxiety, like a lot of those anxious thoughts, at least, that they're not coming back. um it made a big difference. And it's funny, like I call this, so the title of this video is Psychic Judo, because for that very reason. Like if you know anything about, I think I'm hoping I'm getting it right, but it's like judo or jujitsu, where it's all about using an opponent's momentum against them, just like countering it and using it against them. And that's exactly what this felt like. It's just it felt like some Street Fighter shit. Actually, it was like all that, you know motion of just like this, feeling it and pushing it back out without all the choreography. Um, but that's just what the energy felt like. And uh, that's really why I wanted to share this again. It was this psychic attack that um, came out of nowhere. Now there's a little wrap up. Um, since this happened, I had some time to think about it. So again, all I can say is there's a couple practices there that kind of fell into it, and it felt like, not to keep butchering the martial arts um, analogies, but uh, it was like that wax on wax off moment where you're so like where it snaps, like a punch comes in, the muscle memory kicks in, and you're like, holy shit, that's what it feels like. Because like I said, it's something like I've in the past, you see something in a dream, or you have kind of feels like something coming in. It's usually in dreams. I don't get too many of them in waking life. Um, but you can feel like something creeping in and trying to mess with you, and you have time to recognize it. Usually it's like a slower push your light out and scare it away, transmute it, whatever. But you have this kind of drawn out Tai Chi feeling. Like, okay, oh, here it comes. I'm going to deal with it, whatever. This came on so fast and so hard that like it knocked me back, but I immediately got back up, recognized it, and then everything else I did was just like I said, it was instinctual. It just boom, boom, boom. Next thing I know, it was like light, and then the only thing that was new was like these words where I fucking said it, and the minute that I set my intention on those words, it just boom, it whiplashed back. Um, so I'll admit that like after it all happened, I just felt drained, like kind of like after you feel like after like a panic attack or something like that, where you just feel like emotionally or mentally just drained because it's like a lot of energy just came and went really fast. Um, but little by little, um, I kind of understood those words more and more. So wherever I am, there I am. Wherever I am, there I am. I keep kind of repeating it too. It's kind of becoming a mantra this week. It felt like this mantra for all fears or worries about the future. I guess technically anxiety is about the future, right? A future that hasn't, it's only in your imagination. Wherever I am, there I am. You can't get away from it. You're always going to be present in the present, but you're always going to be in this present moment. So wherever I am, wherever my awareness is, that's where I am. You can also make it bigger. You can go bigger with it and say like wherever I am, my little I, wherever Josh is, there also is all that I am, all that's behind me, all that I'm connected to. It's kind of like those I am statements. It carries a lot of weight like that. So wherever I am, there I am. But let them come to me. So basically, you say that, and your intention is just to stand your ground, knowing that if I'm ever going to experience something, it has to come to me. Like if I'm going to experience it, I'm going to experience it. Wherever I am, that's what I'm experiencing. So if the experiences that they're going to come are they're coming for me, wherever I am, let them come. I feel like I'm butchering it. It's a tricky one. But yeah, it was just kind of like let them come. If that's what's coming, let them come. Because if I run away, where am I running to? Wherever I am, there I am. So it's kind of like that running from yourself. If you're running away and you're running from yourself, then you're just wherever you land. Well, fuck it, there you are. You can't get away from it. But take that as like this affirmation, right? That wherever I am, there I am. So be it, right? Kind of, you can take that wherever you want. That's where I'm meant to be. Whatever's coming to me is going to come to me. If I'm going to, if I'm to experience something, then it has to come to me for me to experience it. So on and so forth. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just wrap it up there. I said, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives somebody an edge. I've been hearing a lot about psych attacks this week, and Yeah. If you ever have any kinds of fears or paranoias or anxieties over what's coming, just try it out. Try it out. Stand in your light and say to yourself, wherever I am, there I am. Let it come to me. And when it does, you'll be ready for it. When it does, you can meet it with your light and transmute it, whatever you need to do in that situation. But don't run from it. Just let it come. Because no matter where you are, there you are. Okay. So, again, hopefully this is a decent first video. And if this helps people out, maybe we can do more. All right. Much love, everybody. I'll talk to you again soon.